Hey Canucks fans, what's your early assessment of the play of the Canucks blue line so far? I'm Clay Emo, I'm at Canuck Clay on Twitter, I'm at Clayton Emo on Instagram, I'm the founder of the JLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Monday, October the 7th. Thanks for your feedback to the Alex Biega trade video I did last night, recapping the trade that sent Biega to the Detroit Red Wings for forward David Pope. Pope likely going to be a Utica mainstay. Don't see him cracking the roster, but we'll see what happens. And Alex Biega was on the radio this morning saying all the right things, saying that he really loved his time here in Vancouver, that it was a classy organization, that he loved his teammates, he loved the coaching staff, and he certainly loved the fans and the city. Basically everything that we expected him to say, and as a classy guy himself. And I think he really won the hearts of a lot of Canucks fans with his tenacity and the way he played. Over 5 seasons, amassed 179 games. I mentioned that yesterday. I was quite surprised when I read that total of 179 games. So he was very steady for us. But, as I said last night, on the main roster, he wasn't going to get a shot, especially with Jordie Benn and Oscar Fantenberg, the acquisitions, Fantenberg being our number 7. Then they have hopes for Juolevi at number 8. So I think you know, the writing was on the wall that way. And then on the flip side, in Detroit, maybe he'll get a chance to play as a bottom pairing D-man, which is good. Although I've been hearing from some Detroit fans on Twitter that it might not be a slam dunk, which makes sense. Then flipping back to the Canucks, also on the Utica side, they're excited for guys like Juolevi, Rafferty, Tevez, Sautner, Breezeball, Chatfield. So already there's 6 guys I just named there that might younger, and the Canucks would likely want to invest their time and energy too. So thank you, Alex Biega, for the 5 years of great service, and good luck in Detroit. Maybe we'll see you on the ice in the next few weeks. I know we play against the Red Wings twice in the next 2 months, so that will be or in the next month or so. So that will be interesting to see. All right, let's stay on the blue line and talk about the blue line right now. What's your early assessment been? And yes, let's prelude this by saying that it's only been 2 games. So I'm not freaking out. Hopefully you're not freaking out. I think we'll have a much better assessment after the next 3 games. So after 4 or 5 games, especially a couple at home, then we'll get a better sense of how the Canucks do with matchups and overall just a bigger sample size than only 2 games. But in the Canucks, 2 losses, 3-2 to Edmonton and 3-0 to the Calgary Flames. Not sure you can pin a lot of those losses on the blue line, especially the Edmonton game. I talked about after that game that all 3 goals were due to breakdowns by forwards, misassignments or picking up guys late. So, and then you say in the Calgary game, yes, Myers gave away the first puck, and Tanev had poor coverage on the second goal, and then the 3rd goal was an empty netter. So you'd say of the 6 goals that the Canucks have given up, maybe Canucks defensemen directly responsible for 2 of them, and then maybe 2, 3 at the max, but I'd say 2. Then, again, small sample size. Then, of course, you want the defense to generate some offense as well. And that's where I think the Canucks defense will be a lot better than last year with guys like Quinn Hughes and Tyler Myers. And we saw that. Alex Edler got our first goal of the season, and then Myers set up our second goal with a slap shot that Tanner Pearson tipped in. Of course, those 2 goals in the Edmonton game because we didn't score any against Calgary. So what's your assessment overall? Do you like the pairings of Edler and Myers, Tanev and Hughes, and Benn and Stecher? I'll quickly talk about them, and I'll talk about the one thing that I would like to see, and that's, I'll tease it here, is I want more ice time for Jamie Benn and for Troy Stecher, but I'll get to that in a second. Edler and Myers, I think they've been pretty good as a shutdown pair. Like I said, they're going to provide a lot of offense, which is good. They're going to be heavy minute munchers, as we've seen. Myers had that one giveaway, but overall, I think Edler and Myers have been fine. Hughes and Tanev, I think, have been really good, except for that one goal against Calgary. Hughes has been outstanding, exciting the fans, always being able to skate himself out of trouble, skate the team out of trouble in the defensive end. So I've liked Hughes' game, and I think Tanev's been fine. He's learning how to play with Hughes, and we need a solid veteran on the calming force on that line as well. So they've been fine as well. And there's the third line. It's not like they haven't been playing well, but they just haven't been playing enough. I remember seeing stat lines of 10 minutes and 12 minutes and 11 minutes and 13 minutes for the pair of Jordie Benn, and I think I said Jamie Benn earlier, for Jordie Benn and Troy Stecher. Now, I think it's important to realize that the Canucks have had a lot of power plays actually in the first 2 games. I think they had 4 in Edmonton and 6 in Calgary, and neither Stecher or Benn, Jordie Benn, neither of them play on the power play. So already there's potential minutes that go instead to Alex Edler, to Tyler Myers, and Quinn Hughes. I get that. Then on the penalty kill, you're not going to use Stecher as much. You will use Edler and Tanev, and then likely Myers and Benn. and Stecher maybe a little bit, and Hughes won't play on the penalty kill. But the Canucks have actually drawn more penalties than been assessed more penalties, so even the penalty killing minutes aren't proportionally as much as the power play minutes. And then when you're trying to get goals, if you're down, which the Canucks have been down in both games, then you're likely going to put out a Hughes, and Edler, or Myers, as opposed to a Benn or a Stecher. So for all those factors, especially I think the fact that well, number one, they already start off as a third pairing. Number two, special teams makes a huge difference, especially power play. And number three, the Canucks have been playing from behind the last 2 games as opposed to trying to shut down teams. If the Canucks are ahead, then maybe you rely on Benn and Stecher as part of a regular shift as opposed to double shifting or 1.5 shifting, if that makes sense, the other 2 pairings. So I think for all those reasons, that's why we've seen very low ice time for Benn and Stecher. It's early, it's only been 2 games, and especially with the Canucks at home, with having their matchups, where they're allowed to line match both the offensive and defensive pairings, the offensive lines and defensive pairings. I expect to see Benn and Stecher's minutes to go up to at least the 14, 15, 16-minute range as opposed to staying down in the 10, 11, 12-minute range. But time will tell. So not only I want to talk about this ice time, not even predicament, but the ice time, what I noticed, but I want to get your thoughts on the Canucks play, the play of the Blue Liners so far. I think it's fine. I think they're not the reason why we're down 2 games, only 2 games. We need to get some offense, and the D have done a decent job, at least one in the 2 games, of generating offense from the blue line. So overall, I think the Blue Liners have been fine so far, and I look forward to them continuing their strong play at the Canucks home opener this Wednesday against LA. And yes, it's Jordie Benn, not Jamie Benn. It is Jordie Benn. I will not make that mistake again, at least not today. All right, Canucks fans, let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. I'd love to read, react, and reply. Subscribe if you'd like to. Like this video if you'd like to. Enjoy the day. God bless. Go Canucks, go.